Welcome back, guys, to another recap video on Blue Lock. My name is Maku, and I'm here with
Kobayashi.
Wow, a very action-packed episode for Blue Lock. Want to go ahead and start it off for us?
Yes, so starting off, we get to see Isagi's team just basically come up with a strategy for the next game. And the guy who took the initiative, I believe his name is Kyon, basically asked around the room, what's your guys' speciality? We see Bachira say, oh, mine's is dribbling. The monk, I don't know what the monk, what is the monk? He's like, oh, play hard, typical ball guy for you. Anyways, and then it goes to Isagi. Isagi's really like confused, not confused, but he doesn't know his.
Well, I guess he is confused. I mean, he's puzzled on what he excels at, because a lot of them actually excel in some sort of attribute, right? As Kobayashi stated, Bachira was dribbling. The Ichigo lookalike, his is kicking the ball extremely hard with his left.
Power shots,
with his left. But he's sort of confused and conflicted and saying, so they just end up saying, oh, I'll just skip over you then. And then he pans out to the pink-haired guy. You know what his name is?
Shigiri. And basically, Shigiri, he's like, oh, I know what my strength is, but I'm not going to share it with you guys.
Well,
Which I find it really smart because...
I find it pansy, but go ahead and explain it.
I find it smart because they're going against each other. Basically, he doesn't want to reveal his weapon to the others.
Yeah, but at the same time, I feel like if you excel at it, you should be, and you're better than everyone, then it doesn't matter if you know it or not. So that's why I feel like if you say it, cool. If you don't say it, cool. You know?
Either way, I like Shigiri. And he even offered to play defense the whole entire time. Because the strategy is they rotate to be forwards and they just use the others to...
Yeah, so I mean, I guess it also proves your point of him not trying to reveal himself. Because if he plays his actual position, he's going to reveal his actual attributes. So it makes sense why he offered to play defense.
And then the other guy, his specialty is being all around. So he's like, you know what? I'll be goalkeeper for the rest of the tournament. I believe his name is Lemon. I don't know why his name is Lemon, but Lemon for you guys.
So they essentially form like a roulette, right? They switch formations depending on their play style. So Bachira is more like a dribbler, so he's more like a solo type run. Goes inside, passes it out when he's in trouble. And we just see many different examples of this type of play. So then it pans out directly towards the match. And they instantly pick out the number 9 because he's the one who has one of the most goals, I believe, right?
Yeah, the guy with the mohawk. Because I remember in the first episode too, they showed him. He's like, oh yeah, he's the top scorer of this prefixture. Basically, they were just targeting him. But later in the episode, which we'll discuss about it later on. Basically, Bachira starts first because I believe he is the highest rank out of everybody from Team Z. So Bachira starts off, he's just dribbling past the other team, but then they put 3 on him. Then this hentai protagonist lookalike, he basically steals the ball. His name is Nico. He steals the ball. He's like, oh yeah, so you gotta be more aware of that, buddy.
Yeah, so he's like, off that first glance, he seems like he's really aware of the game, right? He instantly picks out and disrupts the defense a lot, right? Or, excuse me, disrupts the offense a lot. So then they continue their plan, right? They're just switching out on the strikers, and they eventually get to the Ichigo lookalike, which his name is
Kunigami.
Yeah. So they end up passing it to him on perfect range where he excels shooting at, and he ends up shooting, but some next level intuition slide tackling, it ends up doing like some sort of double slide tackle, both feet across, somehow determines where exactly the shot's going to be. I mean, this is just anime for you, right? And they end up blocking the Ichigo lookalike shot. So then they decided, okay, so that's not going to work. So they ended up choosing the guy with the insane jumping ability. So they ended up doing this Burnley style of play where they just bomb it down and hope that the guy with the tallest jumping can get it. And he does get it, right?
He does get it, yeah.
But he passes it to the wrong person. And the hentai lord that Kobayashi was saying instantly picks out the number 9.
Yeah, Oikawa, I believe that's his name.
But meanwhile, this is all planning out. We see Isagi having this intuition in the game where he sees this all unfolding. He's like, oh, so I know that this was just gonna play out. Essentially, they were playing like FIFA rats, if I'm being honest. They were just playing full like Atletico, just
full Atletico, full foot champs weekend league.
Yeah, full sweaty, like full drop back, and we'll just bomb it downfield. Hopefully, one through ball will make it.
Yeah, so exactly. So they get a goal off that. Nico passes it to Oikawa. Oikawa cheats the goalkeeper, 1-0. But then the other team, I believe it's Team Y, I want to say, they get the ball back, and they're just passing
They're
back.
They're playing the most boring style of play. They're just passing in the back, playing possession the entire time. Imagine having like 85% possession. The rest of the match.
The other guys who took turns being forwards, they were getting really pissed because while they were the main guy, they didn't do anything because they were just running and chasing the ball away.
Specifically the hothead, he was really furious.
So then it's halftime. They go to the locker room. They're discussing, should we change up the plan or what should we do? And then the pink hair guy, Shiguri, he's like, this is just a slow, painful death. We should change up the plan. But then I want to say the so-called leader of this group for now, Kyon, the guy with the highest jumping ability, he's like, no, it's too late to change the plan. We'll just stick to it. So next half starts. So the first 7 minutes of the second half, basically the same. So one of the players from Isagi's team, he actually won a press. And then it went to...
So yeah, as Kobayashi was saying, they won the press, and they sort of like lined it up field for Gagamaru, which is the guy with the white hair, is sort of expressionless. He ends up doing this Van Persie-esque header. It was one of the craziest things I've seen. It was so low that he got for such a big stature, because he's quite tall and he's like extremely agile for his size.
Yeah, because Isagi actually plays the ball to him, but Isagi, he plays a little bit too forward, and then as Maku explained, he just somehow got to it with his agility, and then he just center of like balance, just I don't know how.
Yeah, it was insane.
But the goalkeeper saved it and went off to the corner. And you want to go from here?
Yeah, so they were taking the corner, and Isagi ended up feeling this presence or monster per se. And he looked behind him, and it was just a striker, and he thought nothing too much of it. But then he got a second glance, and he was like, "Oh wait, this isn't the leader of the group. It's actually the Hentai Lord."
Nico, yes. So Bachira plays the ball in, and then it's gonna go to the high head Rachi, but it doesn't. The defender heads it out, and then they're gonna play the ball to Nico. But as Isagi saw his premonition, he goes to Nico, intercepts the ball.
And everyone was quite confused, because even Bachira was sort of confused, like, what is he doing? Why is he running out of the box? And yeah, as Kobayashi stated, fully was aware of what's going on. And he got to the ball, and Nico ended up saying, "Oh, you have my eyes as well."
And then Isagi takes the ball, he goes and shoots, but then Nico gets a block to it.
So yeah, his shot was blocked, but what was crazy about it is that Gagamaru ended up getting there with incredible anticipation and ended up just tapping it in for a goal, which is one of the craziest things I've seen.
As well, too, Gagamaru, who sacrifices his body, because when he scores, he hits his body against the post, and then he looks like he's in pain, but he shakes it off because, in my opinion, he gives me like a barbarian like type feel because he's such expressionless, but he's really quick.
Yeah, I know, which is quite funny because I feel like it's such a me thing to say, but I like those type of characters. He's probably one of my favorites, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, Maku loves the dumb types. So if you're a dumb girl looking around,
no, piss
he's
off.
for you.
But in any case, yeah, no, he just taps it in, gets up, face all scratched up, all bloody.
Game's tied 1-1, and then it pretty much ends with that episode.
Yeah, so...
Any predictions for episode 5? I believe Isagi team wins. I forgot it was Team X. Is it Team Z or Team X?
I want to say it's Team X. But in any case, I do believe they're going to win by 1 point, if anything.
Yeah, but I believe it's going to be 2-1. I don't know who will get the last goal. I'm calling the last goal is going to Pink Hair Shiguri because he hasn't revealed his thing.
That might be true. But I feel like it's going to go to the hothead. Just off of premonition, yeah. In any case, guys, let us know in your predictions down below. As always, if there's any anime you would like to talk about in specific, let us know in the comments down below. My name is Maku.
Kobayashi.
And thank you.